Everybody, Dave Nasty over here at Epic Guitar Instruction. How you doing? I was really inspired by listening to this record not too long ago, and I thought it'd be really cool to put together a medley of classic Hendrix riffs that all take place from the Fillmore East recordings. They really did a lot for me, and you can get lost in these, and we can have a really good time, but we're going to be very specific. We'll keep it short and sweet. We'll talk about all the classic riffs from the record and ways that you can get lost in them. Most of them take place in E minor pentatonic. We'll have some good guidance for that, some free help along the way. Let's take a look at this. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is this riff that he kicks the whole album off with. Just easy as can be, right? Now we're going to be working in the pentatonic position up here. What we're going to relate to our first position of our minor pentatonic. Right? So what's going to be good about this, as we play this, we're going to start with our third finger on the 4th string, 14th fret. I should say this tone-wise, a little bit of grit, not all the way on the front pickup of this Stratocaster, this beautiful Stratocaster Mr. Taub is letting me use. I'm one back here, so I'm getting both of these guys. And I'm going to start with my third finger on the 14th fret, and I'm going to go... double stop. Now, something like this is so darn easy, right? But you can learn so much by putting yourself into this. If I... Dynamics. With limitation comes creativity. You know, you got to think about all the little ways you can affect it, just as he does on that recording. And that's what I learned from this. I added a wah-wah to it sometimes, and I would go. Just tapping my foot along the miles. Miles loves to get in the camera, doesn't he? With a riff like this, it's so cool because I learned how to throw in my own licks but come back to something. And it was Hendrix, and it's cool because it's Hendrix, and it's one simple thing that you can play, and it just starts off the whole song. They don't know like I know, right? Really easy. So we'll get into some licks and things in a minute, but we're talking about the feel and the classic sound that you could get. Now, with a wah-wah, you can kind of create this good effect where we almost move the foot really fast, along with my trilling. So I'm moving the foot as fast as I can as I trill my index finger. And when we get to Machine Gun here in a minute, we're going to show how that really affects the riff. So let's talk about Machine Gun. When we play that, we're going to have our index finger on the 3rd string, and my 3rd finger over here on the 4th string, 14th fret, and I'm going to ring some of these notes open, but the wah-wah adds the effect. I'm going to shake the wah-wah really fast. So, open E string, open B string, only fretting 2 notes. So the riff, 14, 12, 2 quick hammers. Now that sound is achieved by my foot being all the way back, and I'm going to go, and I'm going to rock it forward slowly. Switching to the 12th fret. Little bent inflection on the A, going to the G. E, going to a D. to do. Low E ringing over pentatonic licks in the first position with a foot moving really fast. Now it takes a minute to get used to moving your foot like that. I'm not doing anything crazy complicated, it just sounds cool. So that's how we kind of achieve that sound. Now, it's a roto vibe that we're mimicking that he would use, and along with, I'm sure, like a univibe, or, you know, please feel free to correct me with all the tone things, but we're learning how to recreate things on our own, and that's the best part about learning these other people's tunes and using some of these devices. And by doing this, we've got a couple of the good riffs that'll take place within the song now, or within the record or the recording. We have Machine Gun, we have the intro riff. Now we're going to talk about this bad boy. I love this one. So that's going to ring some notes open with some fretted notes. I'm on my middle finger here on the 3rd string, going 12 to 11, ringing the D. Now I'm going to do the D notes, or the D string, D note, going to C sharp with a ringing A. 11, 12, sliding 14. Now this riff right here, I'm going to play this slow. So that's going to be striking the 4th string on the 12th fret. I'm going to hammer 2 times, go to my index finger, retrace my steps, go down to 10, hit 12. Do the same thing here, all 1 string up. I'm going to tap my foot with the wah-wah now. All I'm doing is tapping my foot to the beat of the tune. A little bit of percussiveness with my right hand. Now notice after that one, I'm going to grab the 3rd string, 14th fret. Big jump. Gonna grab that bad boy. So open low E string, accenting some notes, getting the funky side of life in there right on the high strings there, the 1st through the 3rd strings on the 7th fret. A little bit of a low string and an up strum. 7, 9, 7, 9, 7. That second one's pretty important in there. Pretty easy. Take time maybe to get that, you know, timing in there. Almost there. We've got one more to go, and we're going to talk about one really classic riff. This is a good song too. What I like to do with this one here is, of course, I'll play it first. It's just a cool thing to know. It really reminds me a lot of some of the stuff that we would hear from Stevie and that kind of thing. But what we're going to do is we're going to bar our 1st finger all the way to the 4th string on the 10th fret. My pinky's going to lay flat on 13, getting the 2 high strings. And what I'm doing, I'm going to slide that 1/2 step to my left. Now notice that strum. I'm going to mute a percussive down-up strum immediately after. Because I have to slide from 12 to 14 with my 3rd finger on the 5th string and land on 12 with my index finger. Next thing we add there is index finger hitting 10th fret. That's a D note, jumping over to hit a double stop on the 4th and 3rd strings. That, of course, is a double stop lead in with my first finger on the 4th and 3rd strings, hammering on the 11th fret. 12, 10, 12, 10, 12. And we're going to cap it off right there, everybody. So I gotta say, you know, as we go through these, and all these are kind of in a different place. You know, I'll say this one, E pentatonic. And you're like, okay, well, I know the riff. I'm not super familiar with pentatonic. Or, you know, when we do this one, D pentatonic for that one. E pentatonic for machine gun. And, you know, having extra information is always a good way to go as we go through this. So, again, in that YouTube description box, we've got something that'll help you that's totally free. It's a coinciding ebook and video. All you got to do is click on that link. It'll walk you through your scale diagrams to make everything really easy and comfortable for you. And you can even just try maybe playing some of these riffs, doing a little bit of work from the scales. But it's just free information that'll help you along. So that way we have everything going and an easy day for you. So subscribe to the channel, click the like button, leave us a comment. We like challenges. Offer them up for us, please, everybody. Epic Guitar Instruction. I'll see you next time.